Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at the KYC Stealth hockey stick. This one is one of their pro stock options, and luckily enough they were able to send one out for free for review, and I really do appreciate that. So thank you to all the guys at KYC. I've had my eye on this company for a little while, and it's partially because of the hockey tutorial video, but it's also, they're a Canadian company. They're out of New Brunswick, and that's awesome. Like, I love supporting these smaller Canadian companies, and I do think they have a really great product going on with the Stealth. It is fully customizable, and they do have some retail offerings. The one thing I will say is I'm not sure how they got the rights to Stealth, but that is pretty cool. But yeah, so thank you guys again, and I will say I went out and I filmed this entire thing Tuesday morning, and I got home, went to plug everything into my computer, and none of the audio recorded. So I just had dead silent clips of me shooting and talking into a camera. So that wasn't very fun. But yeah, we're filming it again. I've shot with this quite a few times. It's lasted me a few games, and that is nice, because that is something that I was worried about with something being 320 grams with no tape on it. I was really worried about the durability, because, you know, you see some of the lighter Bowers and CCMs now, they break all the time. And so far so good. I mean, I'm not putting a ton of hard miles on this thing. I don't play competitive hockey anymore, so that's really not up to me to decide how the durability is. Unfortunately, it's more a trial and error kind of thing. But with all that being said, this thing fires the puck. So we'll get into it, and let me know what you think in the comments below. I really have to get used to the P90T again. I haven't used this in like a little while other than on this stick, and my accuracy with it is not great. Okay, I mean, so far so good. The puck comes off this thing so hot. I will say my accuracy kind of sucks with it, but that is a user error. That is not on the stick. Okay, I stand corrected. But yeah, stationary shooting with this thing, it shoots like a dream, and I will say, the blade on this is super stiff. So I'm not sure if that's an option through their customization, but if you don't really like stiff blades, this may not be the one for you. I'll show you the curve I'm working with right now. So pretty big, but that's never really an issue for me. It's just not a curve I'm used to. We're gonna shooting on the move here. Okay, so bit of a newer, actually, let's see. Bit of a newer angle here. It's kind of more for the defenseman. I'm gonna be walking off the blue line here and, I don't know, mixing it up a bit, getting some shots from the point, and then also cutting in for some more shots. First two shots were good. That last one, not so much. Or that one. kind of wish it's had a bit better puck feel instead of just as stiff a blade that it has. So far, so good. Shooting's awesome with this. Puck handling leaves a little to be desired. Take a break. All right, I had a little water break and a glove change here. Okay. After shooting on the move and shooting stick on this, like, you know, wow. So now after some stationary shooting and shooting on the move, I can confidently say the puck absolutely flies off of the blade of this thing. However, that comes at a cost. And that cost is the puck feel isn't necessarily there because they're going for that super stiff blade. And after shooting with this and shooting with like the Proto, I'd say the biggest differentiating factor between the two of them is that puck feel. I'm still getting the shots with the Proto, but for puck handling, it's got a tiny bit of a softer blade. I think it makes the world of difference. However, this is, how would this rank? I'd say this might be just under the LX Pro. And the LX Pro, I've been using it quite often lately, and it might be, or even my Code TMP. So I'd say this probably comes in third behind the LX Pro and my TMP Pro. But yeah, for the price you're getting this, same as going out and buying a Pro stock stick, you get it customized, you're getting a hell of a product. And to be able to support a smaller brand that's looking to grow, they're making gloves, new sticks, this is definitely a company I can get behind. They're doing great things, and I'm looking forward to what they have to put out in the future. So we'll do some stick handling, and then we'll get out of here. So a couple things I forgot to mention is that this stick you can get in multiple different colors. You can get blue, red, white, purple, and then this black chrome, which is only available through custom options. I'll show the decal here now. I don't know if you guys can see that. And yeah, so originally they had sent out a grip. I think it's called like their, I can't remember what it's called exactly. It might be like their Wraith grip, but it's similar to lizard skins. And I tried it for a bit, but I found it was just tearing up my hand, which doesn't make sense. However, it's hard for me to use those kinds of grips because I always do kind of a step down knob. And that's just from years of playing hockey and years of playing baseball and hitting in the cages and whatnot. It's just torn my hand apart. And I find if I shoot for longer periods of time or I hit for longer periods of time, I get the nastiest blood blisters, and this is just a way for me to get rid of that. So that's why I'm not using it. I tried it for a bit and I just couldn't stick to it. But yeah, here's what the stick looks like. Personally, I'm a big fan. And one thing that's nice about this is I'm pretty sure they allow their pro guys to customize their shaft shape options, just like, you know, Bauer or CCM would. And this one's got a bit of a rounded shaft, which I actually quite like. But yeah, so far, I mean, for the price you're getting this at, you're getting equal performance to the sticks that CCM and Bauer are charging $450 for. and I think they're doing really great things, and it's definitely a brand I can get behind. But yeah, this has definitely impressed me. And you know, I was skeptical, I'll admit. I was skeptical when I saw the hockey tutorial video, because you know, it is hard to trust someone else until you can actually try the product for yourself. And it's definitely shut me up in many ways. I had a few beer league games with this, and I will say something I was skeptical about is the durability. 320 grams, boron stick. That's a recipe for disaster in terms of durability, but so far so good. And again, I already said this, but I'm not putting hard miles on it, so it's good for me. But when I brought it to my Sunday night pickup game, all the guys in the locker room were asking me about this thing, and every time they pick it up, they'd be like, holy shit, that is the lightest stick they've ever felt. Like 320 grams is ridiculous. There is absolutely nothing to this. So we'll get into hand and then figure out some sort of rating system. I mean, that wasn't too bad. I definitely had to pay a lot more attention to actually seeing the puck on my blade just because of how stiff this is. But overall, I really enjoyed using this thing, and I could see myself turning this into my game stick for sure. And that is the hard part about doing these kinds of reviews, is I'm not using the same stick consistently because I'm trying to review different products at the same time. But yeah, for shooting, I'll give this a 9 out of 10 for shooting. Maybe, like, I'll give it a 9 out of 10. This is definitely a 9 out of 10 for shooting for me. In terms of responsiveness, there's some sticks you get and they feel like a wet noodle. Like, I've had certain 85 flexes, like, it doesn't feel like there's any recoil at all. Like, it doesn't snap back into a ready position right away. And this snaps back almost immediately. So responsiveness, I'll give this a 9 out of 10 as well. For puck feel, I'll go 6 or 7. But that is a sacrifice that a lot of people are willing to make in terms of getting that really stiff blade in order to get that shooting performance, like just being able to like absolutely rip pucks. But yeah, overall, super impressed. I just want to say thank you again to KYC Hockey for sending this guy out, and I'm looking forward to working with you guys again in the future to, you know, maybe test out the new sticks when they come out. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I really appreciate all the support recently. And if you guys are enjoying the content and find yourselves keep coming back, you know, leave a comment down below and maybe leave a subscribe. But yeah, and also if you guys have any video ideas, leave them down in the comments. Like if you want to see a stick collection, glove collection, anything you guys want to see, let me know, and I'll try and get it into the video set schedule here. Have a good one, guys.